Okay, is there something to worry about here? Well, of course, always. Even though it is an uptrend, it is never good to let greed get a better of you, right? And today we see several stocks trading near their inflection points while the major indices are making new all-time highs. So you may ask, what are the odds of a correction? Well, in this video, we will outline the most important key points to watch from here on out, but first, welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. My name is Nathan. It is a pleasure to see you guys over here. I'm a retail trader sharing my ideas here on my YouTube channel. Not financial advisor, not expert, not guru, just a retail trader, and of course, a secret agent as well. Not so secret anymore, right? So, as we can see here, SPY making a new record high. Today's candle is bearish, you may say. Yes, and this, you may ask, Nathan, could this be a top signal? Well, it could be. What's the problem? The problem is that this top signal wasn't triggered yet. All right, we gotta see a crystal clear bearish candlestick pattern, and then maybe if tomorrow we loses today's low, triggering this top signal, this possible top signal, then okay, then I believe we could see a pullback ahead. Now, a pullback to which point, Nathan? I mean, to which point we could correct and still maintain the bullish bias, because SPY is clearly bullish, right? And when we are in a bull trend, pullbacks are acceptable, right? Because we see higher highs, higher lows. Eventually, we're gonna see lows. However, as long as we see higher highs, higher lows, it is still gonna be a bull trend, right? Yes, you are totally right. And then, in my humble opinion, we could easily correct to the $518, the previous top level over here from March 8th, and still the bullish bias will remain extremely strong. Nathan, what if we lose the 518? Then we could correct to the 21 EMA next, the 21 exponential moving average. Nathan, what if we lose the 21 EMA? Then the 508 is gonna be our last major support level, mid-term speaking. If we lose these three support levels, then I believe the bullish bias will reverse. Mid-term speaking, again, mid-term speaking, we are looking at the daily chart over here. We could see several signs of weakness over here while during a pullback, but only if we lose the 508, I believe we're gonna see a major turnaround on SPY, possibly a pullback on the weekly chart over here, back to the 21 EMA, below the $500, way below the $500. But this scenario is not gonna materialize as long as we keep doing higher highs, higher lows above our support levels. In theory, any bullish reaction near one of these support levels must be considered as another buying opportunity, because us as swing traders over here, we gotta buy near support levels, right? When the risk-reward ratio is more attractive. So any bullish reaction around the 518 or the 21 EMA on the daily chart, or maybe even the 508 down here, should be considered just another buying opportunity. Now, here the situation gets a little bit more delicate. This could have a very interesting impact on our stocks, right? Because QQQ is making a bearish reaction today. Yes, we made a new record high. We are still going up. However, today's candlestick is bearish, and it is a bearish reaction right after we reached the previous top level. We briefly broke the previous top level, but we are trading below the resistance line around $448.64 if you want a more specific number. This black line over here is a resistance level for QQQ, and if QQQ triggers a top signal right below this resistance level, well, that could be a particularly problematic signal for our stocks. We could possibly see many pullbacks, more bearish reactions on Tesla, on Apple, on Nvidia, etc. This could be the trigger point of a major correction on many other stocks. Speaking of Microsoft, we see stabilization after making a new record high. Great. However, if we trigger a top signal, we could easily correct to the 21 EMA on the daily chart. Apple is the new Tesla, right? It is crashing sharply right after we broke the 21 EMA on the daily chart. Today, we are making a bearish reaction, call it above the stomach, I'm so sorry, below the stomach candlestick pattern, which is a quite reliable bearish candlestick pattern, suggesting that yes, Apple could correct a little bit more from here, frustrating the previous bullish chart structures it gave us over here, suggesting that we could retest the 167, the previous support level of this congestion, right? Because Apple is inside a crystal clear congestion on the weekly chart since July last year, and by retesting the support level, well, that would be a quite realistic scenario to work with, especially after this below the stomach candlestick pattern. Nvidia could also correct, but Nvidia is way stronger than many other stocks because, as far as I know, we are making a sideways correction over here. We are letting the 21 EMA to approach the price. What could reverse the trend over here on Nvidia? $841. As long as we stay above 841, the bullish bias will persist, the bull trend will persist. We are not going to see any bearish reversal chart structure. Amazon, bearish reaction just after we found a resistance level over here around the 180s. Google is also stabilizing just like Nvidia, but we saw a very strong shooting star candlestick pattern over here a few days ago, right? So on March 18. So this is a quite problematic bearish reaction. What's more, this reaction occurred just after we closed this gap over here at 152. What a coincidence, right? Right now, Google is poised to drop, or at least poised to correct a little bit more. As long as we don't see any meaningful major bullish reaction proving otherwise, this is the most realistic scenario to work with, and Meta, just like Apple, is struggling to break the previous top level over here around $520. It feels like we are also inside a congestion, but the 21 EMA is still pointing upward, so this is a good thing. Meanwhile, we see our dear Tesla making a bearish reaction, failing to break the 175, the previous resistance level over here, right? I mean, yesterday we broke this key point, very good, but today we are making a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern, suggesting that yes, Tesla could easily correct from here. We couldn't even retest the 21 EMA on the daily chart. So this is a quite problematic scenario to work with on Tesla, because this bearish reaction right under this resistance level could suggest more bearish continuation, because Tesla is still bearish, by the way, all right? The main trend is still bearish since December last year, right? We have been consistently trading below the 21 EMA, making lower highs, lower lows. There is no meaningful bullish reversal chart structure yet, although I firmly believe that we could easily bounce from here because Tesla looks oversold to me. We are around the support level of this descending channel on the weekly chart, but guys, if we see technical evidence on the indices, on other stocks, suggesting a possible systemic correction on the broad market, well, Tesla would probably follow the market, and in this scenario we could see more correction ahead. We are dangerously near the support level of this descending channel. We lost this support level last week. If we lose the support level again, guys, Tesla is gonna turn extremely bearish, extremely bearish. The 150s is going to be our next technical support level, but honestly, we could even seek lower levels, maybe the $100 again in the next few weeks, probably in the next few months. So we gotta make a very good, meaningful reaction right here, right now, as soon as possible. Otherwise, we are gonna make a very dangerous bearish reaction. Oh, and by the way, are you still watching this video and you are not a subscriber? Consider subscribing, because I'm here every single day talking about Tesla, Nvidia, SPY, QQQ, the Magnificent 7, and many other stocks. So consider subscribing this channel. You are more than welcome to the Finance Hydra channel community. Thank you very much for your support, my friends. Now let's take a look at other stocks, because the situation is quite interesting. AMD is correcting as well. It is losing the support levels. AMD is bearish. What could turn AMD bullish again, Nathan? If we break and close above the $185. That's the most important key point. As we can see here, the 185, all right, 184.92, right? This is a very specific number, but the 185 area was a previous resistance level over here on January this year, acted as a support level in March. Last month, I'm so sorry, it is still March. Oh, okay, so it did act as a support level this month again, and after losing this key point, well, it is acting as a resistance level for us again on March 19 and again today. So only by breaking and closing above the 185, I see AMD reversing the bearish sentiment. Otherwise, I believe we're gonna seek the 161 again, which was the previous support level, and we're gonna automatically close this gap over here as well. Remember, gaps work as magnets for the price, and as we can see over here, we just closed this gap, and right now we are trying to bounce, but we gotta break the 185 in order to materialize a real bullish reversal structure over here. Otherwise, 161, this key point is gonna be our next technical support level, and this is quite interesting because the 161 is very close to the 21 EMA on the weekly chart over here, right? And it is right around the previous all-time high from November 2021 over here. So the 161, 164 area is going to be a quite relevant support level on AMD. Meanwhile, Palantir, which is a favorite of yours, right, is making a bearish reaction today, but it is still going up. This is not enough to reverse the bullish bias. What could reverse the bullish bias over here, Nathan? $23.43. That's the neckline of a head and shoulders chart pattern. I don't know why this is yellow. I'm so sorry. Let me change the color over here to pink. All right, so see, we have a crystal clear head and shoulders chart pattern on Palantir. The neckline, $23.43. That's the most important support level on Palantir. Only by losing this key point, I believe Palantir is going to reverse the midterm bullish bias. Oh, and guys, before I forget, join our Telegram channel. The QR code is right here on the left corner of your screen, because we are the top 5% of traders that can consistently profit in this market. This month alone, I gave you dozens, if not hundreds of trades that were recommended, and so far we have been nailing many good opportunities in this market. This is one of the most interesting moments that I see in this market, so do not waste any more time. Don't waste any more opportunities over here. Join the top 5% community. Join our Telegram channel right now. Thank you very much for your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. See you guys tomorrow.